In this video, we're going to determine if what you think you want is really what you really want through the diagnostic method or tool called muscle testing. Hey everyone, my name is Maria Sophia. I'm a trained psychotherapist turned transformational coach, energy medicine practitioner, and death doula. I have been an energy medicine practitioner for 13 years, and I have used muscle testing for the last 10 years or so. Most notably, I learned an even deeper method of muscle testing through my amazing teacher. Her name is Garz Chan. She's available here. She has videos here on YouTube. I highly recommend her and her work. It's pretty awesome. Now let's get into muscle testing. So in the early 20th century, muscle testing was used with patients who had polio. But then Dr. George J. Goodhart, who has the best last name ever, Goodhart, he is a chiropractor who came along and decided, maybe this whole muscle testing thing is actually a biofeedback loop that goes into the central nervous system. And then he worked with it in kinesiology, which was something that we use now in sports medicine. So through applied kinesiology, Dr. Goodhart was able to use muscle testing with his patients. Now, from an energetic spiritual standpoint, it's my perspective that muscle testing is a way to tap into the consciousness of your higher self, God, source, great spirit. You're asking that consciousness for feedback through the manifestation in your physical body. Our bodies keep the score, but also our energetic bodies. Not only our physical bodies keep the score. By the way, there's a wonderful book called The Body Keeps the Score, which I highly recommend if you're looking to work with trauma in your life. Great book, The Body Keeps the Score. Back to muscle testing. My process of muscle testing, we're first going to write down a list of things that we believe that we want. The list can be 3 things, it could be 10 things, it could be 20 things, it could be 100 things. You're going to be muscle testing each of these things on your list. So if you want to take a minute or so, write down just for this exercise 3 things that you believe that you really want. Okay. You back? You got your things? Okay. So you have your things as to what you really want, these 3 things for this exercise. Now, we're going to get into a relaxed state. We're just going to take a deep breath in through the nose for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Please, if you're driving, do not be doing this. This is for when you have some time to center yourself and be in this exercise fully present. Okay, great. So we've done our 3 things that we believe that we really want. We've just done some gentle breath work, and now we're in a more grounded and central place. Wonderful. Now, in order for muscle testing to be very effective, you need to do it very quickly. The reason I say it needs to be done quickly is because you do not want your mind or your ego, just like with pendulum work. And by the way, please check out my pendulum video. It has a lot of ways that you can work with your pendulum. I'm going to be offering an advanced pendulum work course that's going to include even additional techniques for muscle testing. So if you are interested, make sure that you put a comment down on this video below and say advanced, and then I'll know that you're interested in the advanced pendulum and muscle testing course that I'll be offering in about 3 weeks or so. So back to muscle testing. We need to make sure that the muscle testing that we're going to do, so I'm telling you this before I actually show you the technique, so you're aware that we don't want the mind in the middle of our muscle testing because it muddles things. Your ego starts coming in, your mind starts coming in, and it starts to change the outcomes of your muscle testing. So what we do in muscle testing is we determine if something is weak or if something is strong. So weakness means not in our greatest and highest good, and strong means in our greatest and highest good. So we're tapping into the quantum field of all possibilities and all probabilities. And we're inviting a spirit of clarity, of answers that we will understand. And we ask that we be aligned with our greatest and highest good in this process. Now, this is how I muscle test. Other people use different techniques. I found this one to be the easiest and the quickest. And also, you can do it anywhere and nobody will know what you're really doing. There are some techniques where people put their arm out and they press their arm. They have someone else press their arm to see if they're strong or weak to something. And they have maybe a bottle of water in the other hand to see if the bottle of water is weak or strong to them. Sometimes people will take their finger and they'll press the other finger on top of it to see if the finger goes down. For me, it's too complex and I don't get good readings. So I use this technique. So this is what I'm going to teach you. So we're going to take one of our fingers on our left hand. So we're going to place that finger right on our thumb. It could be your pointer finger, it could be your middle finger, your index finger, or your pinky. You can select any of these fingers. It's totally fine. I like to use my pointer finger. So this is the shape. It's a circular shape, like a link of a chain. Okay. Then we take our other hand, our right hand, and we place a finger on the thumb. Again, the same as our left. You can use, again, any finger, pinky, index, middle, or pointer. I like to use pointer. So I link these two chains together, like so. So does everyone see that? They're a linked chain. Okay. Again, we could use middle finger if we want. Link of a chain. That's what you're trying to create. Link of a chain. Like this. Okay. Now, we have our list. We've relaxed, we're centered, we stated our intention, and now we're going to start to go through all of the things that we put on the list. One by one, please. One by one. And so we take that link, we link it up, the left and the right. Now I'm going to go real quick, and I've selected 3 things that I'm going to test. I feel like I'm playing 2 truths and a lie, so let's get into it. Okay. First thing, am I strong to a yacht? Having a yacht? No, I'm not strong. The chain is breaking. When the chain breaks, it means that you are weak to something. Now, am I strong to coffee? Surprise, surprise. The link of the chain is not breaking. See, it's very solid, and I can feel it in my fingers that it's solid. That means I'm strong to coffee. So I'm not strong to having a yacht because I don't want a yacht. And I'm very strong to coffee. Let's try something else. Am I strong to chicken? Am I strong to eating chicken? I'm not strong to eating chicken. Okay, that's news to me. Maybe I need to switch it up. So do you see how quickly I do that? I don't sit there and am I strong to, and then I let my mind get in there. We can't let our minds and our egos get in our muscle testing, because if we do, we're going to get these strange answers that maybe are not in our greatest and highest good, but they're answers our mind wants. What if I really, really wanted a yacht and I kept getting that I wasn't strong to a yacht, that I was weak to a yacht, and then I tried to muscle myself, no pun intended, muscle the universe, strong arm the universe into having me be strong for a yacht. Now, there is a practice that's going to be in the advanced course where you can strengthen yourself to things, but for this video, we're just sticking to the basics. Okay, so we know the technique, link of chains of your fingers together. Let's get it a little bit closer so you can see. This is strong, this is weak. When the chain breaks, it's weak. When the chain doesn't break, it's strong. Now, say if you've tested all of the things on your list of the things that you want, and in those 3 things, maybe all 3 are weak. Here are some questions to ask yourself about why these items are weak. Question number 1. How old are these desires? And if you thought back to when this desire first came about in your life, how old were you? When was that? And what were the circumstances? So how old is the desire that you found to be weak? This gives you a lot of information as to where the origin of this desire was. And it goes right into the second question. So question number 2 is, whose desire is it? Is it a desire that your parents told you when you were 4 years old? You should really be a doctor, Maria. That's what I was told since I was a little kid. It was not a desire I had. It was a desire that my father wanted. Okay, so who implanted that desire in you? So then you're starting to see, okay, I was really young when this desire started, when I was a child, and it was a parent who put that desire into my energetic being and into my mind. So how much of me is in this desire? Do I really want this? Or is it just an artifact of being a child and wanting to please a parent? And then question number 3 is, how would I feel if this desire were to manifest immediately in the physical world? How would I feel in my body? And then how would I feel if this desire never manifested, ever? Again, in my physical body, how does it feel if this manifestation, this desire never came to fruition? So understanding how old and when this desire came in, whose desire it is it yours? Is it someone else's? And then third, what were to happen if you had this desire manifest? And what would happen if this desire did not manifest, all within your physical body. These are all data points and all information. So once you have done this process of writing the things down that you desire, muscle testing to see for weakness and strength, and then asking these follow-up questions, then you can create a new desires list and then retest that. Follow the same process. So I hope this video was helpful, and please make sure to check out my pendulum video. And again, if you're interested in more advanced practices for muscle testing or pendulum work, please write the word advanced in the comments below for this video. Thank you all. I'm so expandedly grateful for you, and I'll see you in the next video.